it drives people out of politics, because why on earth would anyone want to put themselves in that situation? I look at female MPs and think, you've got no time to yourself, you've got no private life, and you've got constant death threats. Just no. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, actually, which was a slightly more serious thing, was about the sort of bunker mentality that it's caused in Westminster. Because obviously death threats are quite a real thing for mostly female MPs, not solely female MPs. And I had a situation where I was having a really innocuous conversation with one Tory MP. He made a joke at a colleague, a female, and she just burst into tears because she just got a death threat. And so I kind of wanted to talk about the sort of consequences, I suppose, of the game that they've all been playing, of thinking, aren't we funny, we can throw all these insults and call each other traitor. But actually, there are real world consequences
there
for
really
them as well.
We had Jo Cox, obviously, during the referendum. We've just passed, I think, the 1 year anniversary of David Amess. And there have been other non-fatal attacks, Stephen Timms and others. But you're right, there is a really serious pattern of rape and death threats to women. I mean, it is very gendered, as indeed is social media. And I know of one senior Labour politician who, I think very nobly, but shouldn't have to do it, spends a day a week filling in police forms for all the threats that are made against us, so that they can get people behind bars. And she has got people behind bars, but it shouldn't be. That's not her job. And what a psychic drain that must be.
And it's astonishing that this just goes on and isn't reported on. I mean, I think understandably, because you don't want to encourage more copycats to do it.
No,
but
absolutely.
That this kind of just constant threat level that female MPs are largely living at.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the saddest things during the time I've been writing about politics, which is that I mean, there's always been threats and so on, but this is the sort of the commonality of it, the commonness of it is new, and it's almost always aimed at women, and it's a very frightening development. It's very bad for democracy.
It is bad for democracy. I was just going to say that, because then you get this sense of, well, David Amess was obviously stabbed doing surgery. Doing a constituency, open doors to his local residents. And for a while there was a question over, should MPs continue to do that? And obviously in the end they decided, yes, it is really important that we do that. But there are serious security risks.
There are, and we all know, I mean, you and I know of people who, under the radar, have had to, at quite a considerable expense, install security arrangements at their homes, going into hundreds of thousands, and some of that comes out the public purse and some not, so that they can lead halfway safe lives. And this is pathological. It's bad. We're in a bad situation.
It's not normal.
No, it's not. And I think one of the problems is that you get very quickly desensitized to it, and the struggle, the challenge, is not to accept it. Not to accept that. It's completely not on.
See, my concern is that obviously it drives people out of politics, because why on earth would anyone want to put themselves in that situation? I look at female MPs and think, you've got no time to yourself, you've got no private life, and you've got constant death threats. Just no. I just wouldn't do it.
It's not an attractive kind of job package, is it? It doesn't do very well on LinkedIn.
No. And, which just then leaves it to the total egomaniacs.
Exactly. And I think that you can already see that phase one, and imagine what that means down the line 20 years from now. Who are the people that are going to be actually running the country?
Thanks for watching that clip. If you'd like to see the full interview, just click here. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you'd like to join us live in the newsroom, head to tortoisemedia.com/book.